Hey, happy Sunday. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
It's Super Bowl Sunday. We don't have a favorite because our favorites aren't there. But, we'll eat the food just like everybody else will.
That's right.
So we kind of wanted to a lot of times people ask us, how we're doing. And this is like, I'm not going to speak for you, but we're doing great. Aaron has been, we've had moments of up and moments of down with his health, but none of that has changed like who we are and what we're all about.
Yeah, I got to tell you, the moments of down for me are hard because I want to live a normal life and I want to have a normal relationship with Gretchen, whatever normal is. But the love for each other, every day I'm reminded of the unconditional love that Gretchen has for me, and I hope she understands that I do everything I can to show her the love as well, and with what I have to work with at this point, because I really have been up and down, and there's things from my last surgery that we haven't really talked about, but the complications and the lifestyle change has been a lot for me mentally, and it's really shown us how important it is to get out and just do normal things. And so like right now we've just come out for a drive and to one of my favorite places up in Cache Valley, and just to soak it all in.
It's so important to just find things to do. I don't mean you have to go spend money, but there are many times Aaron and I are like, because he'll need to get out and walk and stuff like that, we'll go through like Walmart and just look up and down stuff that we would never buy, but we just all of a sudden we start looking at things, or we go get ice cream, or we get people from time to time that ask us like how we are doing individually and as a couple. And I would just stress to really take some time and just really appreciate who you're with, whatever that means. And if that means scratch her back or rub his feet or whatever that is, I always, every day, I'm like, how can I serve Aaron? What can I do to serve him? Not necessarily with his sickness, because that's a given that I'll do that, but just how can I serve his heart? How can I help him know how much I care and love for him? And when you think that way, opportunities, they just show up,
I do know, because I feel that from you every day, and I hope the same goes for you, because I'm in that same spot. I look back and whether it's the cancer, I've said a lot of times, this is the best thing I've ever been through, with the exception of the cancer itself. And a lot of that is because I have a new gratitude for life and gratitude for relationships. I take them more seriously, and I am able to love in a way that I've never been able to love before in my past. And that's been a huge thing for me, and what I've learned in having cancer. And I'm just so grateful for my relationship with you and other people, even my own family. And the relationship with my daughter is different now than it used to be.
That's what cancer does. And I was actually writing about this in a chapter of the book that I'm writing, and it really, what cancer has done for me, and I know what it's done for Aaron too, it has brought me to a place of knowing my Savior completely different. Because it's one thing to just have your prayers and go through the motions, but you really, when you get face to face with life or death, you start really zoning in on what your thoughts are, what your vocabulary is, who you hang around with, what do you watch, what do you put in your body. I mean, it really becomes in your face how important it is to be grounded and to be spiritual. And we've had people accuse us of using this cancer as a pity party and so forth. And I always just think, when somebody says something like that, they've never been through this. And you really know God when you feel him on a daily basis, when you really recognize there he is, and in that person there he is, and in the breeze that comes to my face there he is, when you make it a conscious effort to really recognize where is God in my day, not just in the big stuff, but where is he in my day, that's how you start the healing. Whether you're emotionally hurt or whether you've got a physical ailment, that's how you start to heal, is when you let God in. It's one thing to have a prayer and be like, please heal Aaron, please heal his body. But if I'm not living in a life of gratitude, it's not going to penetrate from my point of view of my prayers to you.
It's a beautiful thing when you can really have that progression, and the judgment just doesn't matter. You know, people can think whatever they want. We have the ability to either find Jesus or find Christ or have whatever growth whenever it comes along. And the past just doesn't matter. I mean, my view on life is so much different than it was even 2 years ago. And I'm certainly grateful for that. I just, the word gratitude just comes to me so many times a day. And, you know, we haven't talked a lot about what I've been through personally, the experiences that I've had that I didn't know if I was going to make it another day. There's been multiple times in the last few months that's happened. And we'll get into that at some point. But the gratitude that I'm here and that I have such support is, it just comes to me every day. And so I'm thankful for all of you and your kind words. Just feel a little guilt at times that I don't get back to everybody. But this is my way of getting back to you and just sending a video out.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, we'll see you next time.
All
Thanks
right.
so much.
We'll
Bye.
see you.